So welcome all guys. Today we are doing a mastery interview with the founder of Filmy Profiles, Mr. Sudheer. Welcome, Mr. Sudheer.
Yeah, hi. Hi, Krishna. How are you?
Yeah, that's great. Great to have you here. And today we are going to be talking about like what got you started in the entrepreneurial journey.
Okay, before I start, what attracts me here, I think, I'll talk about my product first, then, you clearly understand. Filmy Profile is actually a networking platform for the film professionals. I was a budding filmmaker in early 2015. Probably I couldn't get a proper, right opportunities when I was trying as a like a filmmaker. Like either it could be a building a team or getting right opportunities. I tried nearly 1 year, but I couldn't get any opportunities. Later, I was actually googled about googled in internet about is there anything that helpful for the beginners of the film industry digitally. In early 2015, I didn't find any website or app which was doing that. Then later I thought like why can't I, being an engineer, why can't we start a platform which specifically help for the film beginners. So that's how the idea born in 2015. It took a longer time. I think 2 years I was under the like I was only on the research for the first 2 years. I was actually meeting nearly 200 to 300 people physically and nearly 500 people virtually. I have listed all the other problems and then we started building a solution for it.
Okay. So what is your one thing, the motivation which keeps you going every single day?
Uh, the one motivation, like there is a need, there is a need always for a product like us, and hopefully we're able to connect now. So as soon I'm able to place some people, my product is helping somebody, that actually motivates me. Whenever people actually make use of my product, that's the biggest motivation.
Okay.
So it's just an idea. Any founder, for any beginner of an entrepreneur, an idea or product MVP, that actually it's his. It will be good for him. I mean, no founder doesn't like his. I mean, everyone likes their own ideas, but when others likes and when other make use of your product, that's actually the main motivation.
Okay. Um, what do you think as a entrepreneur, like somebody who is just aspiring to be an entrepreneur, like you, like he sees a lot of problem in his own industry or niche. Like, uh, what is the one thing he needs to look into it before starting any business?
I think when he's starting, he should actually do a small kind of research. I would probably call it as a user survey. Like, let's say you got a problem and you have a solution. Then I think probably you must discuss with at least with your friends first. And after discussing with friends, you mostly get a positive reviews because they are your friends. But I would suggest to discuss with the random people also who's actually facing that particular issue. Go
Mhm.
and talk to them, talk about your solution, whether this brings a solution. At least get his feedback. Maybe you have some idea. Maybe first initial users, the first people whom you are communicating, they might have a different perspective. Maybe you can merge the both. You can just give it a try. Just talk to people, validate your idea whether it is actually worth doing or not,
Okay.
or maybe you need to improve your product.
Okay. So after the validation of idea and let's say it is all validated, now the big question comes is like, hey, I don't have an investment initially. So like money is the things going to come. Like the first itself, when we get the question like, hey, how to find the money? Back of the mind always it says that, hey, I will never find the money. Like, but do I need to stop? Or like do I need to proceed further? So the dilemma question, like what would you suggest for that?
Okay. Okay, I think that purely depending on the type of product that you are actually selecting. See, like let's say if it is service based, you probably wouldn't need much investment first. Maybe you can rather do it as a freelance first, and then you can validate it, and then maybe by showing the proof of concept. See, if it is a service that you can do, but if it is a product, obviously you need funding. I would rather suggest either maybe for a bootstrapping, maybe first talk to your friends or your family and try to arrange some money from them, or maybe just pull out all your savings and and then get to start. But if it is a service, yes, for few services you can even start without investment. Depends on the product, I would probably call it. You should take a
Okay.
decision.
Okay. See, what are the upcoming trends or opportunities do you feel like post-corona? Because like now we already passed like 2020 is like we never played a 2020 match at all. Like most of them,
Yeah.
there's a huge negative vibe out there. Like a lot of, I mean, the biggest sporting events itself got cancelled and all those stuff. Like no money.
Yeah.
It's all about a survival now. Like in
Yeah.
this also, few businesses, few entrepreneurs have thrived. It's like probably the biggest business they have cracked this time than ever, leveraging online technologies and all those stuff. Like what do you think are the opportunities in the future ahead, and then how they need to position?
Okay, see, I think for all online people, online business, online presence, the business which whatever has an online presence, it's I think they've already started marketing, and for them it is fine. But apart from online marketing for business entrepreneurs, I think they all standard in a same line now. Like
Yeah.
the company which was running from last 4 years, and the startup who started like just 6 months or 2 months before the COVID, they're all on the same line now. So I think so it's it's like everyone beginning the race again after the corona. For online, obviously, I think they should just improve the user experience to and more successful stories, so that they can see the growth. And
Okay.
trending, if you particularly ask which like the technologies, or which sector, if you ask me, maybe like even today I was just looking at Karnataka news. Schools are not going to open this year again. Maybe anything that you do on online with with a decent pricing, or maybe you can give it for a free, because none of the companies are giving. You can start with a free and users, and then like then maybe can market it.
So freemium
So
to
one
premium
thing,
model. Yeah.
either it's free, four, yeah, yeah, either it's a pre-corona or post-corona, whatever. I think the education, food, and so education and food, these two are like always will be on trending. It's all about how you do. So these two sectors doesn't go down anytime.
Education
So
sector
if,
and
even if you look at it to the market also, health,
healthcare. Okay. Cool.
health sector,
Okay.
healthcare. Yes, yes,
It's pandemic proof.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
True.
What is the biggest challenge, like people transitioning from job to become an entrepreneur or directly jumping into an entrepreneur? Like, what is the biggest challenge, and then what need to be overcome?
I think it's all about you. It's inside you. Not that someone is doing, so let me also do a a startup. One of my friend is like doing a business and earning more, so let me also do it. It like that. And it's all about you. If you really them, and you think you have a proper solution for it, and you think you can actually market it better, then I think you can just quickly jump in, resign to your job and get into the business. But the first challenges that you might have to face is maybe you have to convince your family first. Especially when you have personal commitment, you cannot really jump just like that.
Right.
I think all you can do before your marriage. If you're marriage, after marriage, you commitment. So it's hard. That's why even if you see a lot of entrepreneurs are are doing well before marriage. It's
Right.
not all entrepreneurs, but most
I mean, starting
they
early
have
is a,
less
a better position,
commitment.
right?
Yeah, yeah.